No secret that Manchester United are heavily linked with a plethora of strikers this season. United are desperate for a freshener in that area. Cristiano Ronaldo is our current only recognised first-team striker, and he's not even guaranteed to stay next season. We think he might, but we don't actually know that he won't. And there's marquee options all over the gaff. United are desperate in need of strengthening in that area of the pitch. Did a video the other week on Darwin Núñez, done one on Jonathan David. We've done loads. We will be doing loads. This is going to be another one of those. And it's someone that you guys keep asking for, and it's someone that there's been some reports and some links about us potentially being in the mixer for him. I did a video called The Worry with Darwin Núñez. There's also going to be a one which is the case for Darwin Núñez, which we're going to do, because I actually think that he seems to be emerging as a number one target for us, unless it's just his agent is the one bumping his gums the most. Now, another one that's done bits is Victor Osimhen, 23 years of age, playing for Napoli. And I think strikers who can be prolific playing in Italy bode well for elsewhere. And everyone's going to go, well, what about Lukaku? Okay, you're allowed to make mistakes. There's exceptions to the rules. It's not universal, but I think by and large, being successful in Italy does bode well for coming to the Premier League. Now, Osimhen is athletic. He is modern in his style of play. He is strong. He's got a great eye for goal. 17 goals and 6 assists is his stats this season in 30 games. He's very direct. And that's what I think that we got to get, someone who is direct. We're not looking really for someone to sit in between the lines. We want a striker, don't we? He's really good with his hold-up and his link-up play, even though he can look a little bit gangly and languid at times. I actually think he's a little bit more direct than he looks on the eye, if you know what I mean. He frequently looks to attack. He's always looking to try and create spaces. I think he's got elite movement, and he's hard-working and chases lost causes. There's no coincidence that the style of player that we've been looking at and being linked with are the ones that are off-the-ball workers. We are definitely going to switch into that sort of style of play. He's got great off-the-ball runs. He's got a great first touch. He can receive with his back to goal. That obviously leads to players running in behind and running off him. There is an extreme selflessness about the way he plays the game, obviously being hard-working, chases lost causes. You can become a fan favourite in days by doing that. His pace is one of the deadliest parts of the game because it's ridiculous, especially in transition. It allows him to get in front and ahead of his opponents. In short, this is a modern number 9. It's another striker that fits the profile of what Ten Hag's prototypical centre-forward is. And he's used to sturdy defences, tight marking, and lack of space in Serie A. Now, are United likely to go for him? I don't know. There's definitely some movements afoot. His price puts me off. It feels a little bit overweighted. But the video that we did earlier in the week, looking at some of the free agents, maybe this is how United are going to have to cut our cloth. Maybe you can afford to go for players like this, like Victor Osimhen, or you can go for a Darwin Núñez. I'm wondering, is there a Morata Lukaku situation occurring here where we're kind of hedging our bets with both strikers, and then when we both of them have said yes to us, the one we were going to go for all along, our first choice, is the one we end up signing. Wouldn't be bad if United were doing that, to be honest, because it would at least mean that we're getting the one that we want. It's better to be negotiating with 2 and end up with plan B than it is to go all in with plan A and just get honey-dicked all the way to the end of the season or the end of the transfer window. And you're like, anyway, Charlie McNeil, all right? I think United are going to sign a striker. And Nkunku is another one. We're definitely going to be looking at him very soon as well. There's elements to like in Osimhen's game. There's a lot to like in Osimhen's game. If we're going down that hard-working forward, someone who can hold up the play, someone who can bring others into it, someone who can play with his back to goal, someone who can allow an attacking midfield. I watch him and I try and visualise Bruno making runs off him. I try and visualise the runs he would make ahead of Sancho. I try and visualise him getting on the end of crosses. I can see him doing those things. Whether or not he can deal with the pressure of playing for United, that's an intangible. Whether he's got the personality to fit in with the rest of the Manchester United squad, that's an intangible. These are things that you hope that the superficial scouting I'm able to do, watching clips, watching We Scout and stuff like that, this is extremely superficial. What you really want from your scouting and recruiting department is finding out what's he like. Has he ever missed training? Is he ever late? Has he ever had arguments at training? What's he like? Is he a leader? Is he someone that's going to question why other people aren't doing extras? These are the things that I hope scout and recruiting departments are trying to find out, because for me, these are the intangibles that are going to make you a success at Manchester United. Something I keep harping on about: Manchester United is not the destination. Manchester United is the opportunity. We need to go back to being the opportunity where if you're a good player, you work hard, you come here, you win things. This isn't the destination. Manchester United is not the achievement. And far too many players feel like playing for Manchester United is they've arrived. No, Manchester United is the opportunity to go and achieve things in the game, not the destination. Can someone find out that about him? If he ticks those boxes, get him in. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.